hi YouTubers, it's some important, so it's going to be a tobacco-related topic right now. So yes, another tobacco-related topic. So basically this has to do with health. So I know a lot of people who are pipe and cigar smokers don't want to hear about health and tobacco, so you have been warned. Click off right now. If these things bother you, if the bullshit bothers you, just click off right now. You have been warned. Anyway, talk about basically right now, essentially how going cold turkey is always the right choice regardless. Now, a lot of people say, well, I'm going to quit cigarettes and switch to pipes and cigars. I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes and switch to pipes and cigars. And that's great. I mean, that's a great first step. It's like, switching to pipes and cigars is probably a better choice overall because you're not actually inhaling. You're not smoking, a pack and a half a day. You're not, inhaling all those chemicals like formaldehyde, arsenic, benzene, all those horrible additives that cigarettes have. So yeah, I would say, yeah, that's a great choice to switch to pipes and cigars. However, I will say this. Going cold turkey, which means just going off tobacco altogether, is always the right choice. That's always the better choice, or the ideal choice. So yes, ideally, if you're a cigarette smoker, you should always just go off tobacco altogether, not even switch to nicotine replacement therapy, and just get off tobacco altogether, because even nicotine itself is technically a poison, and the nicotine itself is technically causing damage. It's just like coffee, coffee is a poison, and it's causing, constricting your blood vessels, and especially when you're smoking, a pack and a half a day, it's really causing quite a bit of damage to your cardiovascular system. So even switching to the patch, the gum, the inhaler, that's still doing some degree of damage to your cardiovascular system by, absorbing nicotine on a regular basis. So going cold turkey is always the ideal choice. Now, a lot of people can't do that shit, isn't bullshit. It's just bullshit because they can't, switch to cold turkey, so they switch to the patch or the gum, the inhaler, the lozenge, or whatever. And that's a great choice. It's a lot less harmful than smoking cigarettes, than inhaling all those toxins, those chemicals, all those, fumes and tar and all that crap, all that fucking bullshit, yeah, it's a lot better. And that's a great first step. But the whole point I'm trying to make is, a lot of people have come to me and said, hey, Smoking Assy, I switched from cigarettes to pipes and cigars, and I feel so much better. And that's great. That's great that you feel a lot better. However, I don't want you getting the wrong impression that switching to a less risky tobacco product, or harm reduction as they call it, which is basically switching from cigarettes to smokeless, or cigarettes to pipes or cigars, or hookahs or cigarillos, or e-cigarettes, I don't want you thinking it's risk-free, because it's not. People think, if I switched from smoking a pack and a half a day to smoking a couple cigars a week, I'm going to have zero health problems. That's bullshit. Bullshit can be bullshit, but that's really, it's deceiving. It deceives a lot of people. People are like, wow, my mouth is still kind of dry, or my gums are a little bit irritated still, or my doctor's still, bitching at me for smoking, Yeah, it's like, just because you're having a couple cigars a week, it's probably a hell of a lot better than smoking 2.5 packs a day and probably getting lung cancer by the time you're 50 years old, but it's not a wonder cure. And you will still do damage to your body. Even if you're not inhaling pipes and cigars, you're not drawing the smoke into your lungs, which you should never do. You should never draw cigar smoke into your lungs, or pipe smoke into your lungs. The only type of cigar and pipe smoke that's meant to be inhaled is marijuana. Obviously, like illicit drugs. Aside from that, tobacco cigars, tobacco pipes, I'm not talking about the crap you buy at the gas station, the crap you buy at 7-Eleven. I'm talking about premium, hand-rolled cigars, or premium, pipes. They're not meant to be inhaled. So it's like, but don't think just because, okay, I cut out cigarettes entirely, now I'm on pipes and cigars exclusively. Don't think that's like a wonder cure. And I'm not encouraging by any stretch of the imagination. I would love to see everybody who's a cigarette smoker go cold turkey, because that's the best choice for you long term if you want to achieve successful aging. that's the right choice, is to go fucking cold turkey. Because honestly, any form of tobacco, period, is a fucking poison, and it's doing damage to your body. I mean, most people who smoke anything will have some level of COPD, even if they don't inhale. I mean, I probably have mild COPD from smoking pipes and cigars for the last almost 13 years, even though I don't, go, well, you might say, like, well, smoking acid, you're not on oxygen, aren't people who are on COPD on oxygen? No, it's like, but I wake up, I have a little bit of a cough in the morning. I wake up, I have some mucus in my nose. I wake up, my throat's a little scratchy in the morning. And that's proof that pipe and cigar smoking is not healthy for you. And that's why the best choice is always to go cold turkey. I'm not saying, smoking, one cigar a week is, a million times worse than smoking cigarettes. Of course not. It's like cigarettes are a billion times worse than pipes and cigars. But don't get the wrong impression. And don't think, smoking one Padron cigar a week is as good as going cold turkey. It's not. Even smoking one cigar a year, as they say, one cigarette or one cigar is too many. It's like you're still breathing in tar, you're still breathing in carbon monoxide, you're still breathing in carbon dioxide, and you're still breathing in carcinogens and toxins. Yes, it's just staying in your mouth for the most part. And also don't think that none of it is going to your lungs. People say, oh, you can't get lung cancer or COPD from pipes and cigars. Bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. Because absolutely you can. It's like, some of the smoke is still going into your lungs. That's why it's like, yeah, of course you can. It's like, it's still irritating your lungs a little bit. That's why I cough a little bit in the morning. It's because it's still going to my lungs a little bit. I mean, yeah. So don't get this wrong impression, this impression that, oh, pipes and cigars are like a wonder cure. It's like, if you switch to pipes and cigars, you're going to feel 100 times better. It's just bullshit. I mean, bullshit can be bullshit, but don't get this impression that, people who smoke pipes and cigars always live to be 100 years old, or never, had to crack my knuckles, or never have any health effects. I mean, the truth is, for the most part, you don't hear a lot of stories about pipe and cigar smokers having health effects, but that's also because there are less pipe and cigar smokers than cigarette smokers. There are significantly less pipe and cigar smokers than cigarette smokers. And also keep in mind, there's less research done on the long-term effects of people who smoke pipes and cigars in moderation. It's kind of a gray area. So, don't get this impression that, if I switch from a pack and a half a day of Marlboro cigarettes to 3 or 4 cigars a week, premium Padron cigars, I have a lot of money, nice moolah, nice big-ass moolah like the big-ass cigar, and I don't inhale, no health problems, never have any more health problems. You will still have health problems, and you can bet your ass, like the big ass cigar, your doctor's still going to be bitching at you. You're going to be bitching at you and telling you not to smoke. I mean, it's just part of life. I mean, tobacco is just, to put it bluntly, it's just bad for you. I mean, it's bad for you. Yes, it's enjoyable to have a cigar and a glass of bourbon or a glass of scotch. I mean, yes, I admit that shit is enjoyable, and I would never give it up. But like I've always said, in the end, I would always want to see myself. I would want to see myself develop something, get it treated, and know that I enjoyed myself. I'm never going to give up pipe and cigar smoking myself until the day I have to. But don't get this impression, I know I'm repeating myself, but don't get this fucking impression that pipe and cigar smoking is like a wonder cure and like the savior, like the messiah for cigarette smokers, like the messiah and the savior for cigarette smokers. And it's like, there are no health effects, there are no detrimental health effects to pipe and cigar smoking, and it's like the safest thing since sliced bread. Don't get that impression at all, because it's far from it. Again, your best choice if you're a cigarette smoker, if you can, number 1, go cold turkey. Number 2, go to nicotine replacement therapy, and then go cold turkey. Or number 3, if you have to, use something less risky like pipes and cigars. But don't get this impression that pipes and cigars are harmless, because they are far from harmless. Anyway, bye. Pretty fucking cool.